Afghanistan's former Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Fawzia Koofi, is in Qatar after fleeing Taliban rule. Koofi began her political career after the fall of the Taliban government in 2001. She's survived several assassination attempts, but that's not stopped her from advocating for the rights of women. She sat down with Dorsa Jabari.
How do you assess the quick Taliban takeover? It took them about 10 days to take control of the country, and the US troops were still present.
Right, because nobody fought them. In many places, the police and army actually surrendered themselves to them. In some other places, the security forces flee without even Taliban presence. In some of the places that I represent, Taliban came a day or 2 days later, the security forces flee the country. I think because, as I said before, corruption, lack of morale and dependency was the reason for corruption and lack of course, leadership from the Kabul.
Well, let's now talk about women, as you mentioned, and about you, of course, in your life's work. Into your 2012 memoir, The Favored Daughter, you talk about the hardship of being a woman in Afghanistan, and you describe how your parents rejected you because of your gender, and how the day you were born, you were left out to die in the sun. You survived and became Afghanistan's first female Deputy Speaker of Parliament. What kept you going? What was your motivation?
The fact that I have suffered so much as a woman, and my mother suffered so much as a woman, and I have seen every woman that carried the burden of what's going on in the country, kept me moving forward. What I have seen during the time, the first round of Taliban in power, gave me the reason to come to politics. Although my father was a member of parliament, but this was not what I wanted to be. But what I have gone through as a woman gave me the reason to change things for others. Because I know that it's actually the women who always have to pay the highest price. It's the women and the girls. If it's war, they lose their loved ones. If it is peace, they lose the opportunities.
And you can watch the full interview with Afghanistan's former Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Fawzia Koofi, on Talk to Al Jazeera. That's on Friday at 16:30 GMT.